lead the league in terms of golden point experience. They are 5 from 10. Can they make it 6 for 11? Well, Nathan Hindmarsh is getting value for money in his 300th game. He's got to play a bit longer.
I'm sure he'd rather have won it before that last play.
He won his first game, he won his 100th, he won his 200th. There's work to be done if he wants to win number 300. If it becomes a field goal shootout, who do you like?
Well, there's some experts there, aren't there? Luke Walsh, in particular, for the Panthers, and Lachlan Coote, I imagine, might have 1 or 2 under his belt. Hayne for the Eels, Luke Burt, he's kicked some important ones. Well, that's going to really help their cause. That's the man himself playing fullback tonight, Luke Burt, up the middle, getting them into Penrith territory.
Now Casey Maguire plays it. Keating to Hindmarsh.
Well, first chance, you'd reckon. Luke Burt is standing back just behind the play, the ball on the left.
That's where they go. The left field goal attempt. It looks good. It looks straight, but it's not there. Luke Burt puts his hands up to his head. How close did that go? I thought it was going over.
Did it shave the upright? It was pretty close. I thought at one point Lachlan Coote thought it was going over. It did.
It brushed the upright. It tickled the upright. They were within centimetres of victory via the boot of Luke Burt. Now Petro tries to take Penrith into enemy territory to set the Panthers up for a field goal attempt. Instead, Luke Walsh kicks now on the last. And it's been taken by Burt.
And they're winning that battle, aren't they? That all-important battle. This is why teams want to receive the football in golden point extra time as Jared Hayne hobbles on that right. I think it's a right ankle problem that he's got. But you can get territorial advantage and get first shot at a field goal. And they've maintained that again through this set. A really good defensive set, Parramatta. And once again, they're in Penrith territory. Fourth tackle coming up for Fui. He nearly gets through the line.
So they find themselves in good position again as Tim Manor improves it even further. Now the last. Another shot. Burt doubling around. He comes back, has another crack. This one is too low. It was on line, but not nearly high enough.
Yeah, good chase. Petro and Travis Burns knew they needed to put some pressure on him. I think Jared Hayne may have taken himself out of the equation there for the field goal with that right leg or foot injury.
Well, Simon Woolford, there's a big crowd in here at Centrebet Stadium. What's the atmosphere like sideline?
Yeah, well, they're pretty up on their seats now, the Penrith Panthers crowd. I think they thought the game was gone. That last play, it looked as though it was going to break down a couple of times, but it was the speed of Michael Jennings and the nous to put the ball on the toe. And of course, Lachlan Coote's come up with some great plays throughout this game. None more important than that 4-pointer, but you just get the feeling the Panthers can get some field position here. They can get away with this one.
17,300 in at Penrith. Here's the field goal, which is the worst of the night so far. The attempt came from Travis Burns, who chases his kick and makes the tackle on Jordan Atkins.
What sort of energy have they got in defence here, the Panthers? They need to come up with some good tackles, get off the line, stop the Eels rolling through them as they have done plenty of times tonight.
Here's Matua, sending play back centre field. Keaton the carrier now. He was tackled by Weston. Now it's Lasalo. Runs into Walsh and Purtell.
Terrible position for a field goal there. They've got to go with a deep kick here.
They're positioning Hayne for a long attempt. Instead he just chips it like a shot you'd see at the British Open. Into the corner. And Lachlan Coote gets away from the first chaser. It was Hayne, the kicker. And Jared Hayne has a considerable hobble up. Is it from the injury earlier on in the game, or is it a new injury? We think he's carried it for most of the game, for most of the second half. Now Brad Tye. So the tackle count restarts. That offload was touched by the Eels, who were desperate to gain possession. Now a kick. With the end of the first period of extra time sounding, Jordan Atkins will take the tackle. So the first 5 minutes are over. We've seen 3 field goal attempts. A great one from Luke Burt that tickled the upright. A dodgy one from Luke that went under the crossbar. And a real wobbly one from Travis Burns. Plus, Jared Haynes' little dink at the end. It wasn't a field goal attempt. We were set for one. This is the closest. I thought it was over.
Oh, I think Lachlan Coote did as well. He was underneath it, ready to just to watch it go over, and it just kept swirling around to the left and catches this upright. There it is. Oh,
look at Luke's eyes, and then the disappointment.
I need this to be nice and deep. Parramatta and Jared Hayne there, just getting a bit of treatment, staying on the field despite that discomfort in his right leg.
It's only the 8th time in NRL history we've had 2 golden point games in the one round, and what a round to come in. It is rivalry round, and the rivalry between the Roosters and South Sydney finished with a field goal winner. The rivalry between Parramatta and Penrith could go the same way. We must always remember a try or a penalty will win it, but so often it goes to the 1 point, the field goal. Nathan Smith plays it here. Seluini out of that in half.
Gee, that's close to a penalty, isn't it? Got him around the collar.
The crowd wanted a penalty. Hindmarsh on Seluini. Quick hands here. Jennings has a man outside. Goes to him now. Simmons already has 2 tries today. He's hunting a third and the winner. But he's chopped down 11 metres short. The tackle from Smith. Fui was back there as well. Here's Luke Walsh for the win for Penrith to spoil Nathan Hindmarsh's party. He kicks it. Fans delighted, the Panthers celebrate, and the Parramatta Eels slump to the ground. About the only man still standing is Nathan Hindmarsh.
This has been a production of Fox Sports in partnership with the